Welcome to the On the Hill podcast with Pastor Victor.
And Pastor Danny.
And this is a podcast where we cover the divine dailies, where we turn daily life into divine moments of reflection. And on today's podcast, we are talking about Amazon Prime Day.
Or those who don't have it.
Or in his case, someone who doesn't have it. But on Prime Day is a day where Amazon puts all their best deals on the table for 2 days. And we unpack this idea of need and want and time. And the things that Amazon values does that add to our experience when it comes to God, or does it take away? And so we unpack that together. So enjoy the upcoming episode, and you can listen wherever you listen to podcasts. So enjoy the episode.
Enjoy.
And we're off.
Here we go again. On the Hill.
On the Hill podcast.
That's right.
Today marks a really important day.
Important day it is. Is it?
Depends.
Okay.
So there are shopping holidays, as my wife has taught me. There is Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
The Labor Day sale. You've heard of the Labor Day sale?
I've heard Labor Day sale and Black Friday sale.
Black Friday sale.
Uh-huh.
There's also Cyber Monday. You heard of Cyber Monday?
I've heard of Cyber Monday, yes. Uh-huh.
The 4th of July sale.
Okay. I've never heard of that one, but I'm pretty sure there is one.
No, that's a big one.
It's a big one? Okay.
And then the last one is the Memorial Day.
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day is like...
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
Okay. All right.
Well, there's one more.
Another one.
That has just crept up the ranks.
All right.
And that happens on July 11th and July 12th.
Is okay.
And today is July 11th
All
for
right.
those that are listening online.
And what are we supposed to do on July 11th?
We are supposed to go on Amazon.com.
Amazon.com. Oh, yes, Amazon.
Because it's Prime Day.
Prime Day. Actually, my son, he texted me yesterday. He said, hey, tomorrow's Prime Day. And I said to him, well, I don't have Prime, so it doesn't make a difference for me.
Does he have Prime?
No.
No one in your
Actually, he might. That's student Prime, whatever.
Right.
No, I don't have Prime.
So my wife, this was a big deal that she put it in my calendar.
Prime Day.
Prime Day 2-day thing.
Is the sales that good?
I really think so. I mean,
yeah?
Depends on what you're looking for, right? You have to go in with a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I need X, right? Like,
right.
mobile this or,
Right.
I'm looking for routers right now.
Okay.
And some really good routers are on sale.
Okay.
And they're like 40% off.
That's good.
That's fantastic.
So are you making a list of all the things you want, and then Prime Day, you bam, buying them all?
There's a couple different strategies.
Oh.
There is the write it all down, have it ready to go. There is the put it in your cart.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the day launches, it'll be discounted in your cart already.
Right.
And there's that sort of approach. There is the seek and find, because there's like limited.
Right.
There is percent claimed. So
Right.
there's you could go kind of everywhere with it.
Right.
But it's a day that has really become a thing now. Amazon owns Whole Foods now.
Okay.
So they're launching their own Prime Day exclusives in the
Uh-huh.
grocery stores, and
Alright.
it's just bigger and bigger. And I'm assuming that other retailers will eventually hop on, and this will be the next big shopping day.
I've always had a problem with Amazon Prime.
Let's get into this, because I know you have.
Yeah, I have a problem with it because I don't want to pay $14 a month for a service I can get free anyway. I guess, besides Prime Day, I guess advantage is number one, you get to watch their videos, which I don't care for.
The movies and
I don't care for that. And also, you could have your stuff a day or two earlier or 3 days earlier sometimes.
Sometimes more, but yes.
Yeah, right. And I never had an issue of just hitting the free shipping and waiting 5 days for something. So I've never had the need. I need to get, well, if I need it today, I'll go to the store, but outside of that, it's interesting. My son's different. He kind of wants things. Actually, my son's interesting because he wants things now,
Right.
but he'll buy something shipped and then he'll eagerly wait for that thing to come. He's excited about it.
Right.
Then he'll get it, and then his excitement's gone.
Mm.
He gets a joy out of like anticipating the product coming.
That's all of us.
Yeah, I just like don't get it. It's like I just click the button, and I forget about it, and to me, it just shows up on the door. Oh, it's here, and that's how I do it.
Well, here's the thing. I think you're right. I think there's something in the psychology of. There's two things. Okay, there's two things when you're shopping on Amazon. There's two things that all of us look at.
Okay.
There is the price that is grayed out with a line strike through it.
I've seen that.
Right? And then the price it actually is.
Yeah.
We compare that number. The
Yeah.
bigger the number, the happier we are,
Yeah.
right, with that discount. And the second is how long it's going to take to get to our house. And those two things, when you're looking, it's funny because when you look at an Amazon page, the price is to the right. Well, the add to cart is to the right, and the photo, but what's dead center is the shipping and the actual discounted amount.
Yeah.
And so that's what they're trying to really plant the seed, right? It's not just how much you're getting off, but how quick it's going to get to your house.
Right.
So they're really leaning in, right? Like Prime, the whole thing is like, I'm going to get this sooner. So I think for me, once you go Prime, I don't think you can go back.
I've had the basic. I've had Prime for like a 3-month subscription and stuff.
Yeah. And it didn't do anything for you.
Dropped it.
Really?
Dropped it.
Because.
I didn't want to pay $15 a month.
But do you see the value?
No.
You don't see the value in getting it a day or two earlier?
No value.
Wow.
No value.
See, I love it.
See, I think for me it's a cost prohibitive. I do when I do my budget, I'm like, okay, this is the money I want to save. Amazon cut. I mean, the whole thing about Amazon Prime, the Prime. I'm going to talk about Prime now. Is why do we need to buy everything now?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, buy when you need it, but I don't think most normal people don't wait to buy something you need. You don't wait 3 months. So you're thinking, well, I'm gonna wait 3 months to buy it. If I need a router 3 months ago, I'll buy a router 3 months ago. I'll try to get a good deal on it, but I'm not gonna wait 3 months to buy a router. You know, If I need it, I need it. So, but I think for Amazon Prime, my thinking is they just want us to buy more. Here's an opportunity. We have it on sale. But here's the thing about sales. Yes, you save money, but you lose money because you're buying things you don't really need or want.
Sure.
So you end up, in a sense, losing money. You think you save money. It's that one thinking where, someone says, I save money because I bought a Louis Vuitton, whatever, $400 off. Oh, great. You bought a $2,000 bag for, $400 off. Great, good for you. Not to say Louis Vuitton has a sale. But I'm just thinking, we think about the savings, but we think about why do we buy it, how much money we wasted, and it really doesn't even serve any purpose. We just buy it for the sake of because on sale, not because you need it.
So Prime is teaching us two things, is what you're saying. It's teaching us that savings matters more than even the product itself.
If you're on a budget, yes.
And shipping is priority over.
Well, next day or 2-day shipping, whatever.
Is priority over waiting longer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's training us to spend more and be more impatient.
That's one level, yes. Yeah, and I think to your effect, I mean, there's all these shopping holidays. That's the thing. I mean, Christmas, for example.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the fact that every holiday, you talked about all these different sales.
That's sales days.
Every holiday has turned into some kind of shopping event.
Yes.
Black Friday. I mean, remember the trend a couple years ago where there were like open stores like 8 p.m. on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
I mean,
5. It got to 5.
it got ridiculous. It's like, time out. We're having Thanksgiving and we're already thinking about Black Friday. I'm like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving's important,
Mm-hmm.
not shopping. And I don't like the fact that Christmas, Thanksgiving, they've invaded these special times and to make it about stuff.
Right.
Even if saving money, like I said, saving money is not the issue. It's stuff. So Prime Friday, Prime Day. Amazon Prime Day, to me, just talk to me more stuff that I don't need, that I don't want, and I don't really care for. And I just like, you know what? I think there's some level of just being, I'm okay.
Mm.
I don't need more stuff, and I don't need more stuff today.
Mm.
But there's a
So there's two plays there. There's the I don't need stuff,
uh-huh.
and if I do need it, why do I need it today?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, Amazon Prime, it's funny because, we never really realize how stuff like this affects our spiritual lives. Subconsciously, not consciously.
Right.
They're consciously we're just doing it. We're
Right.
just making choices. We're trying to do the best that we can. We're all human. We're all trying to figure this out. Subconsciously, though, what does it train us that year after year, shopping decision after shopping decision, you are basing it on the two things that.
I mean, I think it makes us a rat in the wheel.
Mm,
You know, we're thinking we need that stuff, so we got to work that stuff. It gets into this chain. I want this. I got to do this. You know,
mm,
so we got to have two jobs, which we hate, to get the stuff that we want.
right.
Because you want this stuff, and subconsciously, I think we're in this materialistic phase of wanting more stuff, working too hard, and then suddenly your whole life is just about doing stuff. You know.
And wanting it now.
Right. And wanting it now. Or, well, actually, to that end, credit cards, right? That's the
Right.
same issue.
Right.
Credit cards. And I heard this fantastic thing they're doing now. Buy today, pay later. Buy now, pay later.
Afterpay.
Those, yeah.
Yes.
Get everything now. Because you can't wait 3 months. And that whole, but the thing is not about, well, it is about money, of course. But I think, to me, the greater issue is that we have entered that rat race.
Mm-hmm.
We have entered that. We're just running for and we don't know why we're running anymore. We just keep on dot 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 dot, and then the trap is we get to debt, and it's a huge trap for people.
Yeah.
I mean, people are in a lot of debt, credit card debt.
And I think it goes even deeper than just the finances.
Yes.
I think, this rat race, we can call it materialism, we can call it rat race, we could call it, even borderline obsession too, on products, on things, on assets, physical assets. If we just take out the finances of it and we take out the debt of it and we take out the economic value or devaluing of it all, and we just look at what it's doing to the way that our outlook, how we see things, because we look at like a product, and I'm looking at routers right now, and it becomes so transactional, everything.
Do this, get that.
Yeah, do this, go here, do that, get this, work this many hours, take this away. Everything just becomes so it's again just kind of taking out just the thinking of it, the subconscious of it. It takes out, there's such a human element taken out when you're focused on material things.
This carries over to our spiritual aspect here. Because I think we have this transactional concept. We want this now concept. It's I feel like in our spiritual walk, well, at least if I've learned, nothing comes instantaneously.
Right.
Nothing
Right.
comes instantaneously. Everything that has been a blessing to me has always taken time.
Mm-hmm.
My marriage, my spiritual life, my walk with God, anything I'm doing, it takes time. I just can't push a button and get instant spiritual satisfaction. There's no such thing.
There's no prime version of
No,
blessings or grace or.
Yeah, there's no. People think like there's secret knowledge in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole concept of secret knowledge is fascinating. That's another topic. Okay, but the concept is that we learn something, we'll get something, and bam, our lives will be better. And I don't believe that's true. Sometimes even John 3:16 per se. Okay, it's a wonderful passage of scripture, but I don't believe just that initial bam, what a wonderful thought is it. Okay, there's a psychological release from it. It's like, wow, I'm loved. I get it. There's that point of it, but then there needs to be like a patient follow through, a working, planning out, just working out your life concept on this John 3:16 or any biblical text.
Any biblical. I mean, you look at the three stages. You have this justification, the sanctification, the glorification.
Yeah.
Right. And justification does come Amazon Prime.
It's quick.
It's quick. I believe I'm justified.
Right.
In the name of Jesus, through his sacrifice. From then on, God even says something. Jesus says something like this, where he says, in this life, you will have trouble.
Yeah.
Take heart, right? That process, that next step of sanctification, this lifelong process, is anything but Amazon primed.
Oh, no. You're right. It just goes. And I think of, to me, like a book. I mean, justification is the front cover.
Yeah.
You grab a book. Like, wow, that's a great looking book. You hear the reviews,
right?
And you're like,
I love it.
This is a great book.
Got it.
And justification's that. It's like, here's the book, okay. But now the sanctification is let's
dive into the
dive in. Yeah. Let's go in. Let's get challenged.
And it's this thick.
It's thick.
3,000 pages.
Right, and it takes discipline and work, and it takes soul searching, because any good book makes you reflect on yourself.
Yeah.
So you're going through the process, and you're digging, and you're growing, and you're learning, and by the end of the book, you're like, you've changed. A good book changes you. A good book makes you think. And so to Amazon Prime, I think we've all been. It's like, oh, the initial, right? I want it, but you don't ever think about there's a process to this. And we've Amazon primed our religion.
We've Amazon primed everything. Look at marriages. We've Amazon primed our spouses. Look at like even the dating apps, and I think that's a podcast for another day. But we've primed as much as we possibly can. I mean, Amazon has really taken our subconscious to another level. I don't think is there any vertical where we want to wait now?
No. Everything in the world, everything's instantaneous.
Basically.
And that's why Jesus says, in the world you will have trouble.
Yeah.
Because there's building here, there's creating here, there's struggling here. The waiting. There's a beauty in waiting.
Yeah.
There's a certain beauty. You remember camping? And you've enjoyed camping now.
Yes.
And there's a beauty of not doing anything.
Yes, of being bored.
Boredom is, that's another, man, we got little things everywhere.
Yeah, we do.
Boredom is, in a sense, wonderful.
It's amazing.
It's good to be bored.
It is. It's good to wait.
It's good to wait.
It's good to allow the thing to come when it's designed to come, rather than expediting something that maybe you are not even ready for.
Back to my son again. He can't function because he's always waiting for that something to come. He orders something, and every single day he's thinking about that thing.
Checking the
He can't wait. He can't function. He's
right.
Is it here? It's here. And he's checking. Checking. He's in the mailbox. And I think our world has crippled us. We can't function sometimes. We just want something now. Have you do we get? God is saying, I promised you something. You will get it. Now relax. Live the life. Live your life.
Almost forget about it.
Yes.
In a way.
Right.
Because it's already on the way.
You've asked for it. Right. Ask for patience, right? God's going to give it to you in a way, right? But you're not going to wait every day for patience, because that's the whole counter to it. That's what patience is.
Right.
But you let God take care of it, live your life, and God will add it every single day.
Right.
In a month, 2 year. I hate to tell you this. I mean, there's sometimes. How long have you been married now?
12 years.
I've been married 26. I've prayed for a good marriage, and we're still on that.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still processing that.
Yeah.
And I'm still at it.
Right. There's no prime to it.
No, there is definitely no prime to my wife.
You may have needed some customer service eventually.
Man, there is no prime. No such thing as right now. Yeah, right.
Right.
It's not happening.
Right.
My wife's like, where's the wooing? Where's the connection?
Right.
Where's
The relationship.
Where's the relationship? Before you want all the fancy stuff and all sparkling and earth shattering. No. Where is the communication?
Right.
Where's the work?
Right.
And it takes time. And we're still working at it. 26 years later, we'll probably work for another 26 years at it.
Right.
I think Prime is counterintuitive to what God wants for us.
Mm.
And I think we have succumbed as a generation, as a people, to want things now, to want more than. That's another concept too. Wanting more than we need.
Yeah, and that's the second angle to it, right? Is like the first is how is it devalued time, right? And just how fast we want and how fast we can't wait, but also it's devalued true need, actual need. If you were to take a list of percentage wise of how many things are purchased on Amazon Prime that aren't needed.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Is that almost all of Amazon?
I think so. Probably. I mean, to be honest with you, you have a garage.
Right.
I have stuff in there. Been sitting there for years.
Right.
What do we really need?
This is a good point.
What do we really need? I mean, now, that being said, when I do buy stuff, I like buying expensive stuff.
Quality stuff.
Because I always buy quality over cheap. Because cheap you throw away and never use again. So I'm a believer of spending money to where it's needed. But outside of that, I think we just buy so many trivial I just buy too much junk. That's sad. Just junk.
Stuff.
Just stuff.
There's this new YouTube channel, and it is called Amazon Prime Things You Didn't Know You Needed. And there's 60-second little clips of things that Amazon sells that you didn't know you needed.
Oh, and then you needed...
And every time I finish this video, I'm so conflicted because I ask myself, do I need this? And I go, no. And then I ask myself again, do I need this? And I kind of want to say yes.
It's funny. It's like I have an RV, and I don't know what I need, right?
Right.
But then you go to their RV website.
Oh.
Right? And then you're like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Right.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Right.
And you pick up 3, 4, 5, 6 things that you had no thought. I mean, it was never even a thought. I bought this thing. I did. I bought this soap and dish washing thing that hangs onto a faucet. I'm like, oh, that's brilliant because I don't know where to put my little sponge in the RV.
Right.
So now I bought it. Like I just right there.
Right.
I didn't think I needed that, but there it is.
Right. Well, and I guess this comes back to the original question I asked, which is how do you know, or that you asked, how do we know what we need, and what defines a need, right? Because sometimes you need something that you didn't even know you needed. And that's kind of the whole thing with Amazon, is they're selling you stuff you don't even think you need.
I would probably say there's 90% of things in life we don't need. 90%.
Yeah.
Really, I just don't know if we need so much stuff.
Right.
There's a thought to minimizing, our things and our possessions. And I think possessions start owning us. And it's very true. It starts owning us and we become primed. And then prime becomes a very important data to us. We need more things for the things we think we need. Living this life, this artificial, you know what I'm saying? With more things in this life we live.
Well, and I guess this is interesting because the more material life you live, the more you do need to support that material life.
Yeah. And if spirituality is not important to you, if you are a part of this world and this is the world you live in, I guess stuff is it. I mean, I'm not sure what objectives there are in life. If there is no afterlife, you could travel, I guess. I don't know. But it lends to just kind of feeding itself this world that you want to live, that you're going to live. And Prime, I think, is a perfect example of that, of living a life in this world. Because everything in this world just fades away.
Right.
Everything in this world just
Needs replacement. Everything in this world needs to plug a hole, fill a void, do something. Yeah.
I think God, in a way, wants us to plug up deeper holes,
Yeah.
you know?
And it's funny because all of the things that God says we need never come at a physical cost.
Hmm. Give me more.
Everything he says we need, which is love, grace, mercy, faithfulness, obedience, name the thing, costs you absolutely nothing. But everything the world tells us we need always comes at a cost.
They did a study and they found some really happy people in some of the poorer areas in life.
Yeah.
You know, they live in a hut or just one bedroom something.
Right.
You know, but you ask them, are you happy? Go, yeah. I have food, my kids, my grandma lives over here.
Right.
And I work and I'm good. And on the other side of it, I've seen some very well-off people who have a lot of things, a lot of possessions. And I know there's one person I met. He had everything he ever wanted. He had a fancy car, all the game stuff he wanted, fancy guitar. He had everything, and how just unsatisfied he was.
Right.
And there's a great happiness of not wanting stuff or needing stuff. And I think...
Or needing the right stuff.
Or reading the right stuff.
Right? Because to want physical things, not good. But to want is good. It's just, what are you wanting? What are you desiring? What do you feel you need?
I think that makes sense for us. If your desires is of this world, that's where your heart is. You know? This is because you want the stuff of this world and you stay here. And this is everything rots, everything rusts, everything corrodes. If we want greater things that's above this world, that's on another plane, we go to that plane. Love, grace, joy, peace. If that is what you want, then we go to another plane. And that's, I think, to me, that's where God separates us. It's like, do not want the things of this world.
Go up.
Go up to the next standard. And I think all the bright, tantalizing, wonderful stuff of Amazon Prime is all here. And God is saying, lift your eyes higher to the to the next level, to the upper level, which is grace, love, peace, joy, happiness that I will give you.
Well, do you remember when Jesus says, where are your treasures stored?
That's where your heart is also.
Ooh. Where are your treasures stored? Really, I mean, if you take that in, he's saying, where's your Amazon products? Are they in heaven? Mm-hmm. And you're waiting on me and you're waiting on this experience? Mm-hmm. Or are they here in a 2-day free shipping?
2-day free shipping, exactly. It is something that we're going to have to separate for ourselves from this world.
Yeah.
And this world's attachments. And I think we need to think about that. What holds us here?
Yeah.
And let nothing hold us here. And we're only taking, 2 things to heaven with us, right? Family, friends. Well, 3 if you count Jesus, but he's already there. But there's nothing else that matters.
Well, your character is the only thing you yourself
that is true.
Can take.
Yeah.
And you can't buy it on Amazon.
There's no quickie for that one.
There's no quickie for your character.
There's no quickie.
Right? And I think ultimately, God is saying, if you want to have what you really desire, it's not on Amazon.com.
We need things to make our lives better in this world, but those things are always secondary or third to what is real. We need cars or cameras or computers. I get it. But those things are always tools
Yeah.
for the greater needs. And those are the greater needs that we need for the heart.
Well, and I think this is a really good framework for you. For those wondering, how do I disseminate
Mm-hmm.
what's a good something that I need or something that I want?
Mm-hmm.
I think you can ask yourself, is this a tool to enhance
Mm-hmm.
my experience with others and God?
Mm-hmm.
Or is this a tool that takes away
Yeah.
from my experience
Yeah.
with others and God?
Yeah.
And I think that's a good place to start.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can get there,
Mm-hmm.
then God can really guide you through your purchases.
Yeah. It's not about the stuff. The stuff always helps you get to the real thing you need.
There you go.
And I think if we can keep that focus in mind, I think it will help us on Prime Day and really understand what we really need and what we really want.
Yes.
And I think God will help us with that.
Yes. So good luck on all you shoppers on Amazon Prime Day, July 11th and July 12th. And remember, tools that enhance your life with others and with God are the way to go. If it takes away, then take a second thought.
Well, I don't have to worry about it.
You don't.
I don't, but I'm not a Prime person.
I'm gonna get you on Prime one of these days.
I doubt it.